And this morning, the fight over the future of Friendship Park picks up. As many of you know, it's a special place where families from both sides of the border come together. Thanks for being here at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Netta Iramper. Yeah, they come together and look at each other and actually try to touch hands through that fence. CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live at Border Patrol headquarters in Chula Vista. Friendship Park means a lot to a lot of people. What are community members now demanding, Dana Marie?
Well, community members finally had their time to speak out about how much they wanted this wall to not be built. The federal government actually halted construction for 30 days during this time period. Today, friends of Friendship Park are coming together for a meeting this morning at the San Diego Border Patrol headquarters to talk about all that they heard.
We absolutely do not want a 30-foot border wall. Actually, there would be two. And the design features include the inability to really see across from the U.S. to Mexico or from Mexico into the U.S.
Now, we just heard from Pedro Rios, the director of U.S.-Mexico border programs. He says Friends of Friendship Park is hopeful Customs and Border Protection will change its current plans after seeing so much opposition from the community. You'll find Friendship Park along the U.S.-Mexico border. It was once a place for loved ones separated by the border to meet. Pedro Rios says they have gathered more than 1,000 comments and know of at least 400 letters sent to Congress. Now, those came from faith leaders, educators, and medical professionals. He's worried the federal government's current construction plan that is set to begin in November will still continue. CBS 8 asked him if he believes these efforts will be enough. He says we will know more in several weeks what the CBP will actually do, whether they will listen to community members and stakeholders or proceed with their plans and not take voices of the public into account. Of course, we've been following this from the very beginning when they announced to construct this border wall and change Friendship Park. We'll keep you updated as that meeting again is here this morning in Chula Vista. I'm Dana Marie McNichol coming to you live.
Dana Marie, thank you for that. And now this morning, the San Diego County Board of Supervisors is showing support for protesters in Iran. Supervisors signed a proclamation recognizing the ongoing fight for human rights and freedom there. And as you see in this video, yesterday, San Diegans demonstrated right outside the Hall of Justice in downtown to call attention to what's happening. Protests were sparked by the death of a 22-year-old woman who was detained by Iran's so-called morality police. Meantime, human rights groups are sounding the alarm about the regime's escalating crackdown on dissent. Security forces are moving around on motorbikes, terrorizing many residents. They're also shooting at protesters and into people's homes in Iran. Now, we rarely get new video because of Iran's internet shutdown, which many human rights groups say the government is using to hide its crimes. So we don't know the actual death toll. In fact, the AP is reporting just this morning another widespread internet shutdown in Iran.
The scale of the massacre is way, way bigger than what we have been able to report. This is just a drop of the ocean. We have received videos from Sanandaj that the IRGC and other security forces have used 50 caliber machine guns. These are not normal guns. It's basically like shooting protesters, let's say on one of the streets of the United States by M2.
Many of these protests have been led by women and students. And the latest update, oil refinery workers are also protesting. Obviously, they're all risking their lives. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan criticized the violence and said the world is watching.
The husband of missing Chula Vista mother Maya Miliete is back in court here this morning. A status conference is scheduled for Larry Miliete, who's accused of murdering his wife. The criminal case is moving forward after he was found competent to stand trial. Maya went missing in January of last year. Her body has not been found. Fentanyl awareness education will now be required in San Diego classrooms. The San Diego County Board of Supervisors unanimously approved the proposal. Parents and students will also be given naloxone, the life-saving nasal spray that can rapidly reverse opioid overdoses, and will be trained on how to use that medication. And today you have a chance to learn more about fentanyl and the impact and how to prevent overdoses. The district attorney's office and Supervisor Jim Desmond are hosting a forum today with medical experts. The free event is happening at the new One Safe Place facility in San Marcos starting at 5:30 p.m. This morning, local gas prices continue their downward trend. Today's average gas price in San Diego County down about 5 cents, now at $6.25 for a gallon of regular.
Let's go! Let's go!
There we go. This morning, the Padres look to even up their playoff series against the Dodgers.
And we sent CBS 8's Chris Groh up to enemy territory. He's live outside Dodger Stadium to bring some positive vibes for the Padres in that sea of blue we saw there behind you. We were hoping to see some more brown and gold, but you brought a little fanfare there.
I was just going to say, you think this will get it done, guys? You think this is going to be the spark that will get the Padres across the finish line today? No, probably going to take a little bit more than that. In fact, probably going to need a little bit of help at the plate with some bats. Those bats need to catch fire because as you're about to take a look, Julio Urias for the Dodgers was actually the real highlight of yesterday's game.
And Turner lifts one to deep left field. Ranging back is Profar, and it's a 1-0 start for the Dodgers.
0 for 2. Bellinger grounds it to the right side. Bobbled by Myers. He can't do a thing with it. Muncy comes in to score on the error by Myers, and the Dodgers have a 5-0 lead.
Now guess what? Now you get a curveball. That one's sent deep to left field. Ranging back is Thompson towards the wall. He leaps, and it's just over the glove and gone. Will Myers gets the Padres on the board with a home run here in the 5th. Only the second hit of the night for the Padres. Will's first hit of the postseason, and the Padres are on the board here in the 5th. A run is across already in this inning, and now 2 in scoring position for San Diego. Puts the ball in play. Cronenworth on his way home to score, and it's an RBI ground out for Trent Grisham, and it's a 5-2 ball game here in the 5th.
Moves the runner up another 90 feet, and now Austin Nola gets a shot with less than 2 outs to bring another runner in.
In the air to left, might be deep enough. Thompson coming on, makes the catch, off from third Kim. Here comes the play at the plate, and he is safe. Padres get another run back. Comes up with the 3rd Padre run of the frame.
Will Myers coming up. Myers began the Padre comeback with a leadoff home run in the 5th inning. Hard shot. Stabbed by Lux. Throws the second out at second on the first. Double play! What a play by Lux, and the inning is over.
And Kim skies one into left field. Thompson coming on, dying in the rain. And it's out number 3 in the 9th for a Game 1 Dodger win in this NLDS.
And so look, the Padres, they were able to get a little bit of a run there going, but 5-3 the final score. Mike Clevenger pulled early. Julio Urias had an extremely efficient game. The offense, again, really stuttering throughout most of it while the Dodgers were just on fire. But starting today, for the Padres, we're going to have Yu Darvish on the mound versus the Dodger legend Clayton Kershaw. And I can't get this thing off my hand right now. It is stuck, but that's a good thing, right? I've got the fanfare, I've got the spirit. We're trying to get past it into the game.
That's right.
But that obviously won't be until a little bit later, 5:37 p.m. That is going to be the first pitch, our time. And, of course, we hope that the Padres able to come back to San Diego with at least one win.
Yeah,
well,
that'd be awesome.
And I think
2 games here at home.
What's symbolic of your one there is they just need to win one game there in L.A., where you are right behind you there. And then they come back here, they win Friday, and then they clinch it Saturday at home.
That would be amazing.
Is this the plan? I think it works.
That would be a Hollywood script, right?
Wouldn't it?
We're in San Diego, so we do things a little bit differently in our movie industry.
That's true, yeah. We'll see. Interesting film, nonetheless. Hey, thanks, Chris. Really appreciate your live report from Los Angeles.
I like the wishful thinking. And, hey, if they win tonight, that thing is not coming off of his hand.
No. We are going to
It's
glue it on there.
on. Okay, let's talk about the forecast for the game. So, yeah, our Padre fans headed that way. We need you there because you saw how blue it was at Dodger Stadium. We don't want it to look like that tonight. It's going to be 69 degrees at 5:37 when that game starts, and then by the end of the game, 61. So partly cloudy skies. Sunset will be at 6:19, and there's going to be a little bit of a breeze, a west wind coming through with gusts 16 to 20 miles per hour for tonight. Oh, let's show you what's happening with our skies here at home. We're looking at cloudy conditions, but above the clouds, there's that early morning glow. Sunrise time won't be for another 40 minutes. Ooh, this is very gray. San Miguel's camera obviously covered in clouds. I don't think think visibility will be much of an issue this morning unless you're going through Ramona or, of course, at the tippy top of San Miguel Mountain, which I don't think anyone's doing. Looking at our satellite imagery, you do see mostly just clouds. The rain has subsided. I know it came through last night and in the afternoon hours. Kind of fun to get some of that. Point Loma, we had rain, and then in PB, it was nice and sunny. The sunset looked gorgeous. So our skies were doing all kinds of fun things. There is a line of moisture right there. It looks like it's just moving right through out over the ocean there. So it did actually get to Chris Groh and our photographer Julio on their way up to Dodger Stadium. 68 degrees right now if you're waking up in downtown San Diego, 65 in La Mesa, 67 Chula Vista, 59 in Alpine and Julian, 68 in Borrego Springs. And then this afternoon, 73 Coronado, 73 downtown, 75 in Mira Mesa. If you like the 70s, today is your day. You're going to have sunny skies for most inland valleys later on today, but it does look like the coast, that marine layer might just hang on. And now let's check in on traffic. And the good news is this morning, things are looking nice and calm out there. The only busy spot would be right there at the Coronado Bridge. A lot of people headed on to base, of course, in Coronado, NAS North Island. So that's kind of the only slowdowns I'm seeing. As far as drive times, we are all in the green. If you're heading on the 52 westbound, for example, between the 125 to the 15, it will only take you 7 minutes.